Hey everyone, Ultimate here. So today we are going to be drawing a MudWing. This one has been heavily requested, along with the Icewing, which will be coming right after this one. So let's just get right into it. So as usual, you're going to need a pencil, a pen of some sort, and an eraser, and some kind of paper. It really doesn't matter what kind, I'm just using white legal paper because it's really long and there's a lot more space to draw on it. So normally we start with 2 circles, but a MudWing is a little bit of a square guy, so we're going to actually start with 1 big circle like this and 1 square, and that's going to be right here. And it can be sort of a rounded square because it's not, and we're going to move this a little bit because I think that's a bit too far away. So this is going to be the snout and this is going to be the main head. And MudWings are pretty hard to draw for a lot of people because they're a little bit weird with the way that they're shaded and the way that they have kind of flat snouts, but we're going to see what we can do here. So we're going to start over here at the top and make a little round spot here. This is going to be the top. This is going to be like the forehead. We're going to go down and then we're going to make a divot. And this is kind of like an Icewing where it's a little bit pointy where the actual eye will be. So we make that divot and we're going to continue it down until this circle. But notice that we're going to stop a bit above it, like so. So there's a little bit of space here, and then we're going to go right in, and this here is going to be the nostril that comes out. Alright? We're going to come on, we're going to go along this square. We're going to curve in like this, grabbing that point. And we're going to go over here. It's not going to be quite at the edge, it's going to be a little bit in. And this is going to be the upper lip. So we do a little dip, and then they have a sort of divot, so we're going to draw that. That's just going to be like that. And then that curves in like this, all the way over here with this long straight line, and then that just kind of goes in. Kind of like how a Skywing's jawbone usually has a horn at the end. It's like that, but it's connected to the mouth. And then we do a little rainbow loop here. And there you go. Now that's the top lip. We're going to add a little bit, have a little bit of a, I don't actually know what this is, but we're going to add it anyway. And notice he doesn't have a bottom jaw, so we're going to add one. You go from here, make it jut out a little bit, just a bit. And it's going to be a little bit rounded, and that's going to go like this, and then in, and then out again. So the biggest bit is here, and then it goes in just like this, and then it goes out again. And it's kind of hard to explain, but you'll see what I mean. And then we're just going to curve around, just like this. Curve around, but then, just as we get around here, instead of bumping out, we're going to bump in. We're going to go all the way in, and then you make a curve. We're just going to curve all the way in to here. See? So now we're going to do the eye, and MudWings seem to have smaller eyes than most, but I think that's just because their eyes look more round. So because of that, we're just going to draw a circle where you think the eye should be, and round it out a little bit. I mean, not round it out, but make it a little bit more almond shaped, but still slightly circular. Add the tear duct there. And we have the pupil and the iris like that. Now obviously it's not complete yet, so we're going to need to give him some horns. So as usual, you can make any kind of horns that you'd like. But I like to do the traditional MudWing horns normally have a curve over here and then they curve up again, like a sea wing. And then we're going to mirror that all the way until you get back to the head. Right? And we're going to do a little circle to show where the horn connects to the head. And we're going to do the same on the other side so that it looks three-dimensional. And I'm going to fix this. Hold on a second. There we go. We're just going to mirror it so the little horn's going to poke out, and you can see that he has, in fact, two of them. Now, MudWing ears are also a little bit weird. What is my hair doing in this frame? MudWing ears are also a little bit weird. They're kind of like diamond shaped. So over around here, we're going to make a diamond shape. And then we can round that out. So we go from the horn here, do a little loop, and then you can use the diamond shape that you just drew to shape it, make it a little bit rounder. Just go around it and then curve back into here. And then add any details that you want on the ear, and you have the ear. MudWings also have these nostrils on the tops of their heads, so we're going to add that. I'm going to add the nostril, and then add the loop to show it's on top. And of course, we need the top armor. So we're going to start from this tip here, and go around, and then curve up, and there's a little bit of a horn here as well, so we'll add that just here, but it's just like over here, but it's a little bit smaller. And then we're curving in, and just like in Ice Wings, where it kind of has a bunch of bumps, we're going to do that over here. We're going to go here, and then it juts up to make space for the eye, and then it juts down again, and then we have another one of these horns, but they're smaller. And then that curves into the horn. Of course, there's detail as well. What the heck? What the heck is my hair? We're going to do some detail here as well, which means show this to show that, oh look, it's flat snout. We can add lines as well. And it's really just a bunch of lines. So you follow this line, not touching it, just make them parallel. And really you're just doing that and then connecting them with lines. And just do that until you have the head filled. Yep, and that is the head for now. We're going to add a little thing, and then we're going to draw the neck. So we're going to curve. We're going to start over here at this little bump. We're going to curve in, and we're going to curve out again, like this. So they have a little bit of a weird bump at first. Now we're going to need the back of the neck as well, so we're going to figure out, you can even just draw a line right through because it's pencil and we're going to erase it. Just figure out where the top of the head would go and then make that into the bottom of the neck. And it's okay if it looks thick because that's the whole point of a MudWing. And then we're going to connect them. Connect these two bits to show where the head, where this headshot is supposed to end. Of course there's a bunch of lines and stuff, so we're going to just draw lines first before we connect them. Which means we're going to start over here at the bottom. We're going to go up and then in, and this here is the belly. So we're just going to go in and then a little bump. So it's going to be a bump over here. So imagine that there's a bump and you're accounting for that bump. So you do this and then in, a bump, and then in, a bump, and then in, and just keep doing that until finally it can just be stripes. And there's a little space in between here, and we can fill that up by just doing this. And you just do that along here, and then you can do it again, but on the other side. And this has to go somewhere. So all you need to do is just draw a line connecting to these all the way across until it connects to the head. And you mirror that line, just like this, and you draw another line inside that, and even more tiny little lines across those, and that's the little rim that we see that connects the belly to the armor and stuff like that. So finally we are going to draw the rest of it, which means, remember when we did this? We're going to do that again, just bigger. Along the line, make it as even as you can, but if it's not that even, that's totally fine. And then we're going to go over here, and we're going to do the same thing here, just bigger. Looks awesome. Now all you have to do is add the spines, which are basically like triangles, but they're kind of rounded. Cool. And there is your MudWing. All you have to do now is ink it and erase it and erase the pencil once you're done inking it. So I will see you when I'm done that. MudWing is finished. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this helped. I have plenty of other tutorials. I do have a playlist for it. Let's see, and the next video will be an ice wing tutorial, and after that should be sand wings. And thank you so much for watching. Ultimate out.